Testing. 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 Can hear me, but I'm echoing? Oh, that's right, because it's, I was testing my own audio. I was testing my own audio, but Mabinogi wants to go from desktop audio instead of direct from game. So yes, there was an echo. So, right now, I have a screen up and my sound off because I was in my wrong account. Transferring over to Pepperspark because I had the game up with them and I was just doing some basic stuff. Start. Now there's music. So, before I take this art down, I just want to say I did an art. It's just my two characters and then our shared Blanid, whose name is Dream Emerson, because you have to name your pet. So, surely Blanid is already taken as a name. Anyways, I drew this yesterday. And here's the game. Let's see. Where was I? In the middle of Dunbarton. Got it. I have chat turned off. Yep. I should have...
접수하실 분 오세요.
New in the dungeon guide? What's going on in there? Nothing I care about. Okay, never mind. Arcana achievement. They wouldn't let me do this yesterday. Like, they gatekeep you, like, that you can only do so many a day. So, had to keep doing it. Let's see. I already did this. So, okay. Raise one music skill to rank 2. Alright. What do I even have for music skills? Compose? That's not getting ranked to 2. Play instrument? I could, I suppose. I'm going to use my rebirth because I have one. And I will go into music for this so that I get a little bit of a boost. I'm just gonna go up the death stairs for a second. You know the drill. Wait, is music a combat talent? Yes, it is. Alright. Alright, we're in music. We're going to raise probably just Discord up to level, to rank 2. But I'll use the other ones I've got just because. Let's play items and VIP membership. Okay, let's check what that was. Receive, bugles, artifacts. No, I'll do those later on. Illumina, maybe. Should I bother learning? Let's see. There are some other music skills I can get. I'm probably not going to right now. Let's see if they have the quests available to me already so that I don't have to figure them out. What is... Okay, complete. Just uncompleted quests always just sort of ruin my shit. Let's see, Lullaby and Enduring Melody. But I already... No, I don't have that. Okay. So. I I'm gonna go pick up some music skills that I'm probably not going to use. Someone just left a scythe on the ground? I mean, I guess if you don't need it, I don't need it. I've got a blended scythe. I'll go pick up some music skills and probably not use them, and then bonk things on the head with my instrument until I can get to the next goal. I'm not going to be on that long today because I have work in the morning, but they make you do things day by day for this current master plan stuff, so it's like I got to do a little bit. It's interesting. It's actually kind of like push me towards I gotta do a stream if I'm doing it with Pepperspark, so gotta like lose the inhibition. It's like, oh, I don't have enough time. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. It's like, nah, do a little bit every day. Life on the road isn't safe. Life on the road isn't safe. Even bards need to defend themselves. In my experience, even a fledgling bard can make use of a good lullaby or an enduring melody. Ivana? I want to say Ivana, grimaces as she hears a horse neigh in the distance. The bandits here keep trying to steal our horses. If you can get rid of them, I'll teach you lullaby and enduring melody. No charge. Alright. I wish they'd just attack us directly already. I'll send you straight to the bandits. Well, will you help us get rid of them? Alright. Easy quest, probably. Let's see if I die. Imp. Yeah, no, they made these easy. Or they made this game's balance really wonky because of the master plan. One or the other. Get all those potions. Let me get all these useless 10 HP potions. Gotta pick up everything. I actually really wish they would give you like a skill where you just take a bunch of small potions and put them into one big bottle. As it is, I usually just sell those to an NPC. They're just imps, to be fair. Yeah, but they could just make a leveled imp. You can't just know from looking at them. The hardest part of life on the road is the constant hunger. I'm gonna eat you. After I was exiled... I don't know her full backstory, by the way. After I was exiled, I nearly died of starvation in the desert. Things got easier after I came to Ulat. I got a pig to help me forage and to act as emergency rations if I ever got hungry enough. Where's the pig? Well, late one night an ogre attacked me in my sleep. I woke up just in time, but as I ran, the beast was on my heels. I tossed the pig at it. And then what? She looks at you with an expressionless face. She does. And then nothing. The ogre ate the pig and I ran away. What did you expect? I expect to get the... Give me that. Is there another... What? Oh yeah, they gave me that fire safety quest for no reason. What is this? Song rank A. Okay. Complete. Alright. Do I have any more music stuff available? Yes, I do. Just... Oh, they wanted me to specifically use Discord against bandits. Can I do that again? Does it have to be bandits? I got it. Okay. I've just got nested quests right now. It's been a while. Are you here to learn? I can't be bothered to teach you today. What? Okay. Why don't I tell you a little story instead? Legend tells us of a divine harp, the Wythna? Wythna? Wythen? I don't know. That was the favorite instrument of a god. A few years ago, a traveler told me he saw that thing in the Shadow Realm at Telshin. He said he saw a Fomor holding the harp. I couldn't believe it, but at the same time, I couldn't ignore this lead, so I went to the Shadow Realm. Did you go alone? Do you think I'm a fool? I'm a bard, not a warrior. I hired 5 Militian swordsmen and 2 mages to accompany me. I need to learn to talk. Ivona isn't a really happy person. Oh, have you done all of her... Do you know her stuff? She's not connected to a generation, right? She's just her own free-floating lore, I think. Beyond, you know, she's an elf. We managed to get in pretty far without the Fomors noticing us, but then Glass Gyblian, I probably should know how to pronounce that one. Glass Gyblian? Glass Glabine? I don't know. This wasn't any other Fomor, it was that thing. I should know this one, I fought that guy. 4 of my companions fell before we realized what was happening. The rest of us ran, but we weren't fast enough. Did you die? I was lucky, that's how. The last mage was right behind me one moment, and then I think he held Glass Baba off long enough for me to escape. Won't be able to stay for too long. I have to get up early. Me too. Yeah, it's probably going to be about an hour or two. So we're synced up. That's perfect. Of course, my companions were all Malaysian, so they probably all revived by now, but I never saw them again. That's actually a really good in-lore use of Malaysians, because there's a bunch of us just around, and we just don't die for real, so they might as well just use us as disposables. Is that what's going on every time I get sent into the Shadow Realm for something? We're just foot soldiers because we're immortal? I like that, it's funny. Ivana snaps her fingers, then produces a marble from thin air. Someone gave me this after hearing my story. I don't need it. Why don't you try using it? Okay. Did I get a skill from that? I got a marble from that. A memory capsule. It summons a miniature that thing to charge enemies and self-destruct. It can only be used in the Shadow mission, and the summon will vanish if you move to another region. Can only be used once. Okay. Like, can you get more of those? It's got a number on it, which suggests it's stackable. Can you just get those? Whatever. Do you have anything else to tell me? You failed? You can... Yeah, okay, I think that is what I need. Alright. Yes. I need to hit them with specifically Discord. Alright. Candy Bane can probably go away for this. There we go. Well, I think is that okay. This is probably going to be the one that ends up getting me the quest. The get a music skill up to rank 2 quest. Alright, the cooldown on this hopefully will shorten as I rank it. You know what? Let's get some of our other music skills out here for the sake of it. That guy to sleep. No enemies were... No, yes it was. Look at him. Long enough for my cooldown at least. Yeah. Alright. This is mostly working. I can use this to get through my cooldown. And it didn't work. Okay, that's fine. There we go. That count? Please say that counted. Took care of the bandits, but Ivana doesn't look happy. What happened? While you were gone, another group of bandits attacked. They must have split up from the main group. The horses make her upset. You need to get the rest of them. Make sure they could never attack us again. Never attack us again. I'll teach you I already have lullaby, but okay. I'll help you take care of them by putting them to sleep. Alright, whatever. I already have that skill, but give me all the other skills. Do I have to? Yeah, I gotta use the lullaby for it to count. Which is fine, because I was doing that anyways. So is it going to count them as a defeat if I haven't put them to sleep? Like if this fails? Maybe it won't fail because it's a tutorial mission for it? Oh no, fuck, that wasn't what I meant to do. Kicking that guy might have been enough to defeat the purpose. Alright, let's see if that counted. Rank 5 for Discord, that's getting pretty far up. Fauna seems a little more cheerful. The horses are safe now, and I didn't have to raise a finger. Thank you, Pepperspark. Now, I believe I promised to teach you a new song. This is called the Enduring Melody. Now, if that's all, get the fuck out. Alright. Complete the silencer. Alright, actually, let's use that. That sounds like a good skill. Unequip Vanity and just make this a base type. Where is it? There it is. That gave like a... what did it do? Max damage plus 5. So that's decent. You got something else for me? Apparently I completed some other shit. When people think of bards, they usually picture a lone wanderer, playing his lute for anyone he meets. Maybe this used to be true, but these days many bards are going off to war. If you know how to use it, even an instrument can be a deadly weapon. Have you seen much fighting? I try to avoid it when I can, but a bit. These days, I go out of my way to stay out of a fight. Why, just the other day, I saw some Fomors chase a few kids into town, and didn't help them. So some adventurers were resting there. They took care of the Fomors. I watched. I saw the whole thing from an alleyway. Why not help? Ivana answers without a hint of emotion. It wasn't my fight. Why should I waste my energy? There were other bards there anyway. They were playing Vivace. I think that's how you say that. To help the adventurers move more quickly. They had the situation under control. As long as the town was safe, what does it matter what I do? Okay. Did I get a skill? I got a skill. Is that it for the current stuff they want to give me? Probably stick both of these up here. This hotbar is going to be terrible looking for a long time. Do you have anything else for me? No, nothing for me yet. That's fine. Yeah, I'll deal with that later. I probably will just like frequently forget to use any of those skills, so it's fine if I don't have it right now. But let's do some dungeons. Yeah, it looks like it says this is not currently completed on my dungeon guide, so that's a good one to go with. Enemy behind is not that hard. It's relatively simple. Which one did it say that needed to be intermediate? Oh, it's the VIP thingy for today. Convenient. Let's bring Candy Bane out for this one. So this will just give me enemies to hit, so I'm not just whacking raccoons. And I'm just gonna get Discord up to rank 2. So long as it doesn't give me any weird... Yeah, no, it's just attack and get criticals. No more unusual requirements than that. But that's fine. Oh yeah, I should probably use... Should probably get out of the way if I'm messing with my inventory. Where's my hot cross buns? Yeah, make this more annoying and awkward looking sounding. Yeah. Was I getting any experience for that? I was. Nice AoE on that. Well, and I guess that's splash damage, not AoE. I know these words. Oh, that's the animation for I did it really good this time. Jamming out on hot cross buns. These guys are strong enough I'm actually getting experience from him. I should do a link with Candy Bane so he gets a little more experience too. Still giving me experience for attacking. Well, it's at rank 1, so whatever. Actually, wait a minute, it's at rank 1. Can that... That might be enough. Arcana, is that? Yep. Hitting things was enough. Cool. Albie Advanced Dungeon. Okay, that'll be the next one. But I do need to finish this to get to that. Although I don't need to keep trying to level up this one specific skill if I don't want to. Is it at? Rank 3. Might as well keep going for now. Let's see. Hit a few more things with it and I should be good. For now. I'll switch to one of my other weapons and just rank something else. So right now, in this shadow mission, we're in Korib Valley, which is normally a very nice and tranquil little place with a river going through it, and there's deer, and you can feed the deer mushrooms, and they might give you herbs. Kind of pointless, but it's cute. We're the Shadow Realm, so it's like the dark side version of everything, and literally it is just go around and beat the enemies. There's no gimmick to this one. You beat all the enemies in the map, and it's not that big a map, and then a boss will show up. That's it. This is one of the ones that I'll do every so often if it's just, I need to do a shadow mission for, I don't know, an event requirement, but they don't tell me which one. It'll be this or something called Shadowcast City, which is even easier. Rank 2, okay. Halfway to rank 1, might as well. And then switch to a different weapon. Once I've got the Arcana stuff done, I kind of want to try doing the Shuriken missions, because just it's a good weapon, just overall. Not much more. Alright. Head down this way, see what other enemies are here. We have our Soul Link. What is our... He's 72 right now. I'll try to keep that in mind and see if he actually gets any levels this session. I haven't used this fifth Vivace. What does it do? Oh, it's a magic boost. Okay, I don't need that right now. One more is probably enough. Ooh, I need to get like one critical hit. Got it. Rank 1, never have to use it again. I mean, I will probably use it again, but I'm not required to. It's good to get the masters for titles, because if necessary, you can have like weirdly specific buffs by using the titles for the mastery. Let's see, put that away. I need to do quests to get the knuckles. They gave me some lance stuff earlier. What do I have for lance? Okay, should probably have this somewhere. I'm gonna try and make these match my normal loadout. I was going to get Lance Counter, and I think I needed to... Yeah, I need to go back and talk to someone to actually get it. That's fine. I can still get some Lance Mastery from this. Oh, better go the other way. It's a little further down here. That is the one that takes place in Not Terra, the other big city, the one with the arena. Shadowcast City is in Terra, and it's basically just walk a straight line. Yeah, if you're doing stuff in Tailshin, it's good to just kind of remember that all of the enemy spawn points are at, like, crossroads. That's not super helpful, it's still really annoying. I don't do Tailshin missions unless I have to. Let's see here. Let's see, is my smash at rank 1? It is. Rank 1 defense. Rank 3 for bash. Might as well. They recently changed how bash works. It used to be basically like if you got the rhythm right, like just a stun lock. Just a constant stun lock. And now it seems that it lets you get real close to a thing really fast, but it has a cooldown, which means you can't stun lock with it. Odd that they did that, but whatever. I can also do this. It can be useful, but it wasn't useful there. Oh, that was supposed to evade the arrow. Guess not. If they're gonna hit me, I might as well get some counterattack. There we go, that evaded it. Almost done with this specific circle, I think. Okay, in order to actually level this, I'm going to need to be able to get maximum boost with it, which is 5. There's a meter there, and it, like, ticks down if you don't use it again fast enough. I think it just buffs attack a little bit. There we go. Alright, that one is done. So there should be a boss, or maybe I missed a... Yep, I missed a thing. Here we go. At now, rank 1. Alright. It's like all the minions have been taken care of. Go for the boss. Now, let's re-up our soul link. I need to be, like, spectrally enmeshed with this broom before I fight this Dark Lord. It's important. Learned about the Light Shedder title. I don't know what the fuck's up with that. Whatever. Crystal Collector title. Okay. It's a jillion titles. I'm not that surprised. Alright. So next thing it actually wants me to do... Let me check my inventory. Do I have expired shit? Let's get rid of that. No? Is it not? Destroy. Sorry, just looking at my pile of mess. Got some... Oh, hi, Ayame. Just gonna mash... Wait a minute, what was that? Are you thinking of getting a part-time job? That's a wonderful idea. I was starting to think you might be allergic to work. Wow. That wasn't a joke. Wow. I was just gonna mash through these, but she's making fun of me. It's great. I love her. Alright. Since I'm in here. Alright, she's at 100. I've got some stuff to feed her, but I'd like her to be at 100% bond if I'm going to. What else do I have in here? Dungeon Pass I'm probably not going to use. This shit. It's my VIP stuff. Bunch of things that'll expire. I don't know if I care. What is this? No, don't worry about that. Sorry. Oh, hey. Might as well use these. Alright, I have a prism, which means this will... it will collect... What is it? This one's experience. It takes all of your, like, 1% of your combat experience until it's full, and then turns into a full prism, and then it gives you a double skill experience effect, as opposed to... It eats combat to give you skill. Okay. Cool, so I have that active, so it'll start filling up. And the thingy wanted me to go to... I'll be advanced. That's not hard. Although, do they want me to get a pass first? Because I'd have to go out of my way to buy one. What do you think about the update where they removed all the guild stones that were all over the ground? Like, I understand it. They streamlined them. I was never in a guild before, so I don't have direct opinions. Yeah, they need me to enter. Do I have any passes of any kind? Yeah, no, they explicitly want me to go to the dungeon stone, which is not here. You're an opinion. I am. I'm like a collection of opinions. Yeah, I never was in a guild before, so I don't have opinions on like how they were structured, but when they restructured it, they stopped having that thing where there'd be the little stones everywhere with names on them. And I get it. Those were probably like annoying for them when doing things with like the maps and stuff. But it was charming. Like, I know that there was one in the area where you harvest mushrooms over in the woods. On one of the, I think it was like Channel 10, it was just like the Mushrooms Guild. And then there would be some that were silly. Like, I think for a while back, way back in the day, there was just a Fur Affinity Guild just planted in the middle of Tir Shanile. Like, it was kind of cute, but they were also a lot of clutter. I understand them getting rid of it. I kind of like it because when I first saw it and saw them all over the path of Dunbarton, I thought it was a graveyard. Yeah, it kind of did look like that. Yeah, it makes sense to not have them. Alright, let's go get a pass from the guy over here. So, I don't know if there's any bigger lore to this rock jutting out of the ground, but you can touch it to teleport to dungeons, and this guy's researching dungeons. Also, if you have for more scrolls, you can get the quests for them here, so you can just get money out of them. Alright, I'll be advanced. Do not tell me about the Math Veteran Floor Dungeon. Because I need to buy Albi Advanced. Alright. Actually, I can just touch this now. We approach the rock. Images of each dungeon entrance form in your head. Select the dungeon to teleport to. This is handy. Also, having that guy there is incredibly handy. Like, so it used to be back in the day that if you wanted to do anything other than the normal dungeon run, that you could, for Albi specifically, there was a like a newbie dungeon pass you could get from the guy out there by the Foxfield. But for any of the like intermediate or even the basic, which was slightly more challenging than the beginner guide, you would need to find them. They would just have to, the passes would like drop off of like enemies, or usually like the end chest. After doing the normal version of this dungeon, you had a chance to have one. It was a pain in the dick, and they also expired. Now you can just buy one from the guy. Alright, what do I want to do right now? Decisions. Oh, they're actually fighting me. Do I have bolts? I do have bolts. Let's do that. So I forgot, it takes a little bit of a build-up to actually fire a bow or a crossbow. Like, you have to, like aim with it. Do I have any good ranged stuff in here? I think you have to go get some of the ranged skills from someone. Did they give me Magnum Shot at least? No, I'd have to go get them. Okay, that's fine. This is still good, because things will drop both crossbow bolts and regular arrows, and it is annoying when you've got too many of them, so just firing them off at things is just kind of just good housekeeping. And I am ranged, I'm getting skill at range attack and crossbow mastery, or presumably crossbow mastery. I have it. Am I not getting anything from it? Oh, it's maxed out, whatever. Yeah, I'm getting ranged attack skill up, so that's better than nothing. I'll go to talk to the one lady in Dunbarton to get the other skills later. Oh, loot. I don't need it, but okay. These guys, by the way, drop larva cocoons, and you want those. You want a lot of those before the dungeon is up. For reasons. Now I should soul link. Some of the worst pain is pain in the dick. Probably. I don't want to have to know. Right, the spider bears. Okay, I'm getting poisoned now, so maybe let's not do things that have a build-up and I have no skills for yet. Beetle wolves. I kind of love these designs. They're so weird and dumb. Look at them. They just make regular barky bark noises. Switching out my bow for... They didn't give me alchemy skills, did they? No. No, I'm not going to switch to the cylinder because I don't have anything for it. You know what? Dreamcatcher. Might as well start now. So the Dreamcatcher doesn't have its own skills other than transformation, which is not really useful. Like, it's just kind of funny. It's not really a battle skill. But you get things for collecting transformations, which you get by fighting things, and your chances of collecting the transformation from a thing you fought goes up if you hit them with the Dreamcatcher, which is also what you use to transform. So, if I'm not really training any skills right now, I'm just kind of like hitting things, I might as well have the Dreamcatcher out. It also counts as a blunt weapon, so I just mastered blunt mastery. Do I have magic I can be upping? Sort of. You know what? Yeah. Where's Ice Bolt? There it is. Yeah, I don't have Ice Bolt or Thunderbolt, Lightning Bolt leveled, so I might as well get those in here. Up there? That has to be... okay. Alright, there we go. It wasn't displaying... It's glitched, whatever. It wasn't displaying my actual requirements to skill up, but whatever, it's fine. Spider archers. Look at these dudes. Haven't gotten a single point of transformation capture off of these guys yet. Or anything I've hit. I think with the Blanid Dream Capture, it's like a 10% chance versus much lower for other ones. If you have all talents, all of your talent at level 1, is it better to switch to something else when you rebirth? You might as well, because the rebirth, when you switch talents, it means that you're getting a skill experience boost in whatever talent it is, and if you're rank 1 in everything you currently have, you might as well at least try a different weapon out for a while. It's not giving you like a buff to the weapon to just be in that talent. Also, this thing's not giving me anything, so I'm going to put it away. If I'm practicing with magic, I am going to use the wand. Alright, I'm going to reset my bar. Let's see. I feel like this is out of order. Actually, I don't need... Might as well have it out. Might as well have this out. Where did Ice Bolt go? Swear to God. They separated it from the others. There it is. There. Let's do this for a while. Alright, so knowing that the Blenid wand has like auto snapcast on it is like this is very broken. This is way easier than it should be. So these are poisonous spider bears, so I'd better be careful. Just get rid of them. I like that Candy Bane's actually doing a pretty good job of stalling, too. We were juggling these guys. Good job. Oh, you're hurt. Alright, one of these chests is a real chest and the others are not. Let's see, I think Lightning Bolt will chain 2 other enemies, so maybe? If they're close enough, yep. If it's close enough and it's a mimic chest, it'll hit him. Because you can't target them directly when they're in disguise. So one of these 2 is real. I think it's the other one. Yep. So there's spider wasps over there. No, that's not much. Let's do a big one. Oh, I should have Spellwalk on while I'm doing all of this. So Spellwalk is not super relevant for the bolt spells, but for Fireball and the other things at that size, like, you can't actually walk while you're casting them without Spellwalk. And it making me really slow, but at rank 1 you go at normal speed. And I need to get these guys out of my place. No. Get the fuck out of here, guys. Alright. Take that off for a moment. Aw, Candy Bane. I should have some feathers in here for you, buddy. My little lad. You're dead. You're super dead. I don't care enough to first aid you, though. You'll level up eventually. Pets do get a boost from doing Soul Link. Their HP goes up a little bit. So that'll help. Alright. Rank 4, rank 5. Not bad. So I don't know if these are real or fake. Let's just... yep, there's no target, so that one's real. You don't want to gain the skill levels for healing? I mean, yeah, but not for, you don't get skill ups for first aid by using it. Regular healing, sure. Like, that's fine. Yeah, it's not actually giving me any for that. Oh, right, mimics. Yeah, it's just the wounds. And that's annoying, so I'm not dealing with it. Herbs, nice. Oh yeah, I have to get some specific herbs to level up herbalism. These aren't the ones. But that's okay. I just like harvesting. I just like having herbs. Base herbs are extremely useful. Mana herbs are probably the second most useful for, like, crafting type stuff. Although, I don't usually need mana potions. They're good in other things. You blow them up with the kunai on the ground. For the mimics, yeah, using the kunai explosion skill, it's a freaking what I use. Also, that weird shadow wind thing will auto-target whatever you're closest to, and if it's a mimic, it'll get it. But now you put your cat on auto attack and just stand next to the chest. Yeah, that would work. Alright, let's put our wand back where it goes. It's our experience. It might be a little while before Candy Bane levels up again. Spellwalk on. Let's do some lightning bolts. You can kind of see on the map how much there's left to do. I think we're close to the end of this. These guys have enough HP that I don't want to hit them too much. Just do that. No. There we go. Let's get this all the way up. Launch a big one. I got extra for attack using thunder, use healing. Okay. Spell lock will require specific spells after a point, so now I have to start healing with it on, but that, I don't, whatever. Alright. There's one guy still alive. I want these items, though. Man, I remember when giant hunks of meat didn't stack. Apples didn't stack. I think eggs stacked up to, like, 20. Well, no. They are 20... Were they 5 before? I don't remember. I have a bag that holds 500 of them. Alright, I need to heal while using spell lock for this. Is that... yeah. It's not giving me the levels for healing, because it's technically not healing, but it's giving me the levels for spell lock. Hate when things don't stack. There's still so many things that don't stack, it's infuriating. Some of it I understand, like I get why like unique stats on different qualities of food won't stack. And just in general, it's like, yeah, like weapons probably shouldn't stack. Certain things should just stack more. Like you should be able to stack like 20,000 arrows to one stack instead of 500. These guys drop base potion, which is just a unusable potion that's an ingredient for other bigger potions. And like, I don't know why spider warriors drop them. Like, what the hell is in them? Is there just a bunch of like spider fluid in potions? Maybe. It's my fireball at rank 5, okay. I had an entire pet inventory dedicated to sulfur ore because it only stacked to 5. Oh my god. What is it now, like 100? That's still not enough. Sulfur ore has like 0 uses. There's one skill quest where someone asks you to get like 30 of them. And then there's one part-time job where someone will ask you for, I think, 5? And that's it. Otherwise, they do nothing. They used to do something, supposedly, at a time when I wasn't playing. Some other long ago point in the game's history. They were used for making the little alchemy crystals for summoning golems, which you don't need anymore. They just removed a bunch of different alchemy crystals because they wanted to streamline that. Some of them are still obtainable, though. Like, if you go fishing in the lake near Tailshin, in Abnag Lake, sometimes you will get golem crystals. They don't serve a purpose other than you can sell them to an NPC in Tailshin. I keep them, because they look like teeny tiny little golems encased in a bubble, and it's like, yeah, I'll keep this little guy. Got a little guy collection. I don't have very many. I think I have like 5, I don't know. And sulfur ore is... there's no reason for it to be a 4x4. It's awful. Let's do Snapcast, Fireball, Blam. Poisoned. Poisoned! Fuck. Shit. No! Alright. Need a moment to heal up. Normal speed using spell walk while on a pet. Kind of makes sense. Alright, we're getting close-ish. Gave us some arbitrarily long corridors, though. Soulstream inventory unlocked. That's useful. I'll deal with it later, but it's useful. One of the many, like, hidden stupid systems in this game for giving you extra stats is potential, which is, I think, some kind of, like, just progress journal based on cumulative level or something. And they will give you things like an extra inventory that just does not attach to a bag. It's just an inventory window. The idea is that it's you putting things into the soul stream, which is where now reincarnates you. Like, you just have stuff there. You can just, you've got a pocket dimension that's just for your stuff. What's incredible here is that I have almost not lost any any MP. Like, it regenerates fast enough that I'm just doing all this shit and it does nothing. In fact, I think it's been very rare in my experience in this game that I ever actually run out of MP. Maybe it's because I'm not that focused into magic, but it just regenerates fine. It's way too fast, if anything. So reminder, this thing is just a spider under a filter. Like, you can turn on or off arachnophobia mode, and when they're not a spider, they're a bear with a spider hat. I keep it on because it's funny. Alright. Let's go. Tiro. Okay. I think the lore for this guy is that he was raised by a specific NPC in the game. So he's a friendly goblin. You can buy stuff from him. Mostly, like, useful things, too. If I needed more mana bullets, he's got them. And then he has these weird shit called diet potions for... There's a system wherein if you eat things, it'll, like, affect sliders on the character's build, and you can reset them with these. I don't care. Same thing with height. As you let the character age in real time, like every day they'll go up a little bit, they will get taller and then look older, and you can use a potion to temporarily set them back. Certain pets, too. There's pet age potions in here. Only certain pets, though. Like, some of the older ones, like horses and dogs, they'll get, like, their proportions will get weird as they get old. So then you want to reset them back to, like, not looking like someone fucked up the sliders. I'm not buying any of that shit, but I'm glad he's here. I think I'm going to sell him some of my less useful potions. Oh, beginner potions can't be sold. Huh. Well, I can sell these. Let's move the window a little. Just going to sell him anything that's like a 10 potion. You know what? The 30s aren't that useful either at this point in the game. Yeah. Let's just sell those. That's all I need you for. I'm glad he exists, though. Look at this guy. He's just nice. He's fun. I just like having friendly goblins. Have I allocated my potential yet? No. They removed the yeah, I wasn't around for the alchemy golem crystals. Maybe, I don't know if there was a separate skill to level them up so much as they were included in, like, monocrystallization, I think. Which still exists. You gotta use it for, like, fireball crystals and stuff. So this is this Arachne? Spider lady. Yep, Arachne. So, spell lock on. Let's snapcast a fireball. She's gonna summon spiders, if it wasn't obvious. When you get close to her. I think? Does she not? Oh, no. I thought she had... Okay, this isn't doing much. I'm gonna switch over to combat. Candybane's dead, that's fine. Yeah, she's clearly got more magic defense than regular defense. I thought she had a wave of spiders. Boo, how are you? I'm doing good. I gotta be in bed early tonight, but I'm doing this anyways. Ill-advised. I left poor Josh to do the laundry alone. I'm leaving this thing on the ground because I have no use for it. They're really common, too. Okay. So, I believe I can't open these chests as it is. Or can I open one? Okay, let me open one. Is it you get one to start? Yep, yeah. And then there's no matching key for the rest. I should make sure Candy Bane's alive. You're gonna be okay. So, over here, I had been collecting larva cocoons, which I can then spin to make yarn keys, and that's for additional openings of the chest. You don't have to, so you can't take yarn keys out of, ooh, did I not have that skill yet? Okay. So you can't take yarn keys out of the dungeon, but you can take the cocoons. So you can just not do this if you wanted to save a bunch and then bring a bunch in and use them at once. Or sell them so that someone else can do it without running the dungeon more times. So I got 2, so just gonna pick up whatever I get. Mostly gold. Magic powder, pure white dust. Stuff that I don't have a use for, but just good to have for later. I can sell it or something if nothing else. Alright. I don't think they needed me to complete that entire dungeon for the Arcana thing, but it did give me a bunch of other things. I'm gonna leave that where it is. There's some stuff that I got from that. I'm gonna leave it be. Alright. What? I just did... They want me to do it again? Should I have selected... Should I have claimed it and then did the dungeon and then... Oh, whatever. It's not hard to get another thing and go through it again. Just move to it and see? Oh, moved via the dungeon guide. Yeah, let's see. Okay, is that enough? Yep, okay, that's enough. And then they give me... Okay. Then they give me a pass. That's fine. Because it is not actually that hard to do this again. But I'm gonna try and go through it quick this time. Let's use the gun. Because I just did this fucking dungeon. So instead of like fiddling around with my skill ups, I'm just gonna do this. So this should probably insta-kill everything because I have leveled my gun skills already. I'm not just goofing off and trying to build skills. I just have done the guns already. We will destroy everything. Oh, finish collecting Mimic. I can turn into a Mimic if I want. Don't forget to claim stuff yeah, okay. If I don't claim the thing now, I might have to do it a third time. Good point. Alright. Just gave me a bunch of cumulative levels. Then open the dungeon guide shop. Okay. Can't use it in the dungeon. I'll do that in a sec. Yeah, this is much easier when I'm not dicking around. Just gonna go for it. So when I leave here, I check the dungeon shop guide thing, and then it might just tell me that's all I can do for the day at that point. I don't even know. Oh, you're poisoned now. Oh, I don't have healing on this particular hotbar. Let's put that there. I should be soul linked. Are these sound effects too loud, by the way? Like, let me know if my gun is, like, weirdly loud. I feel like it wasn't the last time, but I did not do anything to my volume settings. Like, you can only do so much of the Arcana quest per day before it stops you. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, I can't get the ivory herbs yet. I'm not leveled enough. Gotta remember to go sneak into my own homestead and level up a little bit. So I'll have to leave those, but that's fine. I still want the base herbs. Can sneak into yours. You want me to show off your homestead? Is that why you want me to do it? I mean, you also do have many more herbs than I have set out. I could just put more down, but it's like I don't want to make space. It won't let me get on my broom. There we go. I don't even have any, like, skill experience left to get on the gun skills other than, like, 2 things. So it doesn't even benefit me to do the fancy stuff unless it's actually useful for the situation. I'm just gonna clink them off. Like halfway there, it looks like. In other news, there is a reasonable chance that my workplace will have a union strike. I've been asked to help out with that if it happens, and I'm like, oh, okay. It won't mean that I have a bunch of free time suddenly, because I'll have to stand in a picket line for at least some of my time, but I kind of hope it just doesn't happen. The union contract negotiations are something that happen every, I don't know how many years, like 5 or something like that. But they're apparently trying to remove a bunch of things that are important that I would not keep this job if I didn't have, like medical. Like a good medical. So let's hope that doesn't happen. We'll find out soon, like next week, I think. In the current economy, I think grocery stores are one of the few places that are still like a secure job that you're likely to actually get when you apply for it. So if they start removing benefits from us, it's like there's going to be no fucking reason for anyone to work at a grocery store versus like a McDonald's. And the kinds of people who tend to work in like fast food, you know, like people who are either young and don't really need the benefits because they're on their parents' insurance, or otherwise just kind of have to settle for whatever they can get for their own personal reasons. They tend to like just drift from place to place. Like there's a reason that in most like McDonald's drive-thrus, you're not going to see the same guy at the window more than like maybe a month before they've just fucking decided they're done with that job and they go on to the next thing that's tolerable until they get pissed off at that job and leave or get fired or whatever. You know, like there's just a bunch of places where you'll never recognize the faces of the people at the counter. So you'll never know if they know what they're doing, that they're doing it good. Because like they just have such a high turnover rate. Versus if you go to a grocery store, there's a good chance you'll see the same people at the check stands and stuff. Like the same person at the deli counter making your sandwiches and whatnot. So like after a while you kind of like have continuing conversations with that person, and they'll kind of like sort of usually remember certain things that you'll prefer. Like, oh, if you tend to ask them to do specific things, like you need your ground beef in a separate bag from the other stuff. Like some people are picky, some people aren't. Like, if you go to the one place over and over, they'll probably remember you eventually if you're there often enough, and they'll just start doing things without you having to ask, or you'll just start to be able to recognize, like, a certain guy puts more tomatoes on your sandwiches, so then, like, if you see them, you know you want to get a sandwich that day. Grocery stores have those benefits for the customer because people stay around a long time, because they're getting decent wages and decent medical and all of that. So if the grocery store doesn't want to give that, it's going to be a shittier store very soon. But I kind of hope that doesn't happen because I don't feel like going on strike. Not really. A lot of people, I think, don't realize that the point of benefits is to retain employees so that you retain consistency. Like, yeah, it's also like we're people who deserve to live, etc., etc. Like, we need a living wage, but like from the customer standpoint, it's like there's a lot of people who get skittish if they don't recognize the person making their food, if they're getting like a special order at like a coffee shop or a sandwich. Like it's just like, oh, this guy doesn't know how I like it, I'll go to the next place or order something that's easy instead of my particular finicky drink. And it makes a difference. Just having someone who's been there a long time, even if it seems like it's an easy job, having someone who does an easy job really well does make a difference. If nothing else, they're faster than the dudes who don't know where anything is because they've only been in the place for a month. A huge part of speed comes from muscle memory. If the drive-through to wherever feels like it's never empty, like the line out of a drive-through seems like it's always going all the way out into the street, probably because the people in there just are constantly being like unsure and double checking themselves and having to see like which toppings go on which burgers or whatever, because they haven't been doing the job for very long. And also people with no benefits have no incentive to not like just dick around, and that's how you get like the foot lettuce guy and stuff. Well, no, there might have been other reasons that happened. Sometimes people do that kind of stuff for attention. Sorry, I'm trying to like describe stuff in my life without being super specific or super, like, into the gritty details. It's mostly like, let's hope nothing happens. I like my job. I don't want to have to not like my job. Well, okay, I sometimes like my job. I like the benefits of my job more than I hate doing my job, and that's the important thing. Hi, Tiro. I don't need anything this time. I'm just gonna go. Burger King foot lettuce. Yeah, it's just a photo of a guy standing in 2 bins of lettuce, like just like his boots just straight onto the lettuce. He got fired for that. That guy apparently died recently. I don't know why. Some kind of medical thing. Yeah, I haven't gone down the full rabbit hole of it, but I guarantee that if the guy valued the job and didn't want to lose it, he would not have put his feet in the lettuce. Well, some people are weird. It is a very good chance that if he valued the job because it had good enough benefits to not want to get fired, he wouldn't have put his feet in the lettuce. Every so often you get someone who's just like a pervert about it, but that's probably rare. Do I have enough for some keys? 1. That's fine. Thought they never found who the guy was? I think they do know who the foot lettuce guy is. Again, I haven't gone down that rabbit hole. But you'd be surprised what people can figure out with, like, metadata off of a photo on the internet. Like, it'll turn out that the phone you got the photo on, like, remembered the location you were at when you took the photo. And some websites strip that information when you upload and some don't. It's very complicated. I don't understand it all. Alright. Wait. They want me to look at the shop. I just have to look at it, right? Every time you beat a dungeon, you get a voucher. It's either 1, 2, 3, or 4, depending on the difficulty of the dungeon. You can swap them up for the next voucher up as you go. And then you've got stuff in here, like experience fruits and skill seals. So, like, it's genuinely good to do if you want to grind dungeons. And I do like grinding dungeons. I just think it's nice when I'm not forced to do it and it's not the same one over and over again when I'm trying to find things to have conversation about. It's like, I like doing dungeons. They're cozy. So I'm glad that exists. They just wanted me to look at it. Give me that. And that's it. That was all I needed to do for this part of the thing. So that's 200 out of 500 for however long this goes. 3 out of 17? Okay, no, I think that means I'm 200 out of 500 for this reward set, and that reward set is the 3rd of 17. Which means this is like 17 days worth of stuff. I am not going to be playing this game every day for stream. So, let's see how far I get. I might kind of drop off. I'm trying to not, because last year I started the master plan and then did nothing again. Like, it was 1 stream, that was it. I want to see if I can just do, like maybe 3 hours when I have a chance at night once in a while. Like, I will give it a shot, but I don't know if I'm going to finish that. If it's like 17 things. We'll see. I think this stuff goes on till like September though, so it might be fine. Each set only gives like 1,000 levels too, and you need to either beat the thing or get to 20k to do the Arcana stuff. What am I at for that? Let's check. I'm at cumulative level 7,253. So like, if they're gonna give me, what was that? I was at 3 out of 17 and another 14,000, I'll be fine. Because a lot of those levels I got out of Blenid. And I don't have to be in bed till like 9, so that gives me time to do the other thing I was wanting to do, which was the shuriken quests. I think I can put Candy Bane away for a while. An elegant young woman in the simple black dress of a Limelark priestess stands in front of the church. Oh, hello, Pepperspark. I'm sorry, I was just thinking about that thief that's running around. Recap. Apparently people in town have been saying that there's been some weird activity, and then you get little images of like ninjas in the wheat field, like just literal like shinobi in the wheat fields, and no one knows what's going on. Obviously, stealing is forbidden by the gods and mortals alike, but aren't we taught to forgive? Maybe our thief was just hungry. All they did was pick an egg up off the ground, right? I feel like if it's on the ground, that's not really theft, but they are trespassing if they're in your chicken field. Although, the chickens here kind of free roam, so I feel like this isn't trespassing or theft if they're harvesting from your hens. How is that different from me harvesting from the hens? It kind of isn't. She pauses for a moment to ponder her own words. Say, have I taught you to pick up eggs yet? Have I not picked up an egg? It's quite simple. All you have to do is click on a hen with nothing in your hands. Eggs are very fragile, however, so don't fall if you have one with you. Is that it? No, that's it for you. So, other characters in town. Oh, there we go. Other characters in town will also have things to say about what's happening. I wonder what these two have to say about ninjas. I don't think anyone knows they're here. They're hiding. A girl with flowing pink hair and fluffy ears fidgets excitedly as you approach. She seems to be practicing standing still, but she can't manage to contain her energy. Hi, I come from a land far to the east. Have you lived here long? She's waiting for me to say something. What? Ended. You've got the question mark. Was that it? Really? That's it? Okay. What do I have to... I might have to finish a different quest. No? Give 5 eggs. Okay, that wasn't made clear. I guess it is kind of like, oh, they were looking for eggs. I guess that's not so bad. They're not really thieves. Have you ever gotten an egg? That doesn't tell me give them eggs. Not directly. Do they expect you to be like, gee, thanks, Endelion. I didn't know how to get eggs, so now I know how to get eggs. I'm going to be an egg getter. And then just have eggs for no reason, and then you go and just talk to the ninjas because? Maybe that's what they expect. Hopefully they're excellent. They look okay. I don't like eggs, actually. I don't know. It's a taste and a texture thing for me. I'm not into eggs. Some of the best bread requires lots of egg, you know, like cake and stuff. Like, you gotta get a lot of egg in there, but just egg? No, thank you. I remember when egg gathering was really hard to level because it was so tedious. Egg gathering and sheep shearing used to take fucking forever, and I mastered them while it was annoying and hard. Thanks. Also, that was serious that if you have eggs in your inventory and you get knocked down in battle, it will break the eggs. Unless you have like a special item to hold them in. Do I have enough eggs? Can I ever have enough eggs? Where are they? Where is anything in here? God damn. Eggs. I have 6. So glad for the event that gave you sheep you can shear. Yeah, I really like that a lot of the newbie stuff does give you whistles for those fancy sheep. Those like this. For some reason they keep giving out in little ways. They'll just give you a bunch of this kind of sheep. And the first do I have a gathering knife? No, that's a dagger. The first harvest you get off of them per day is always a huge lucky bonus. I do have a gathering knife somewhere. First time you shear them for the day always is gonna be like 20 things. And yes, they also give golden wool, which, okay, it just gave me a lucky bonus of golden wool, which I don't need, but alright. I want to say it's a protection bonus. It's a consumable. There's some regular wool. Did this not count for sheep shearing as a skill? Does that not? Oh no, it counts him. It counts him as a sheep. Okay. So I have 3 of that guy. There's actually like a set of like 6 or 7 different ones that have got like slightly different faces and horns. So they are unique pets, and I have like 3 of them. There are also these guys, cotton candy sheep. This is Jumbo Pop. He's just a regular sheep, but fluffier. And then somewhere in here is Tiny O Pop. He's teeny tiny. The wool you harvest is bigger than him. Look at that. Anyways, I'm here for eggs, not wool. Eat all the eggs. The boy with the fox ears seems to be scolding the girl you saw before. Anju, are you trying to get us caught? I'm so sorry, Huggy. The chickens are just so fast. I'll try harder next time. Next time? There is no next time. You're supposed to vanish without a trace, not leave a cutesy note. Now we can never go back there. I love the tiny one because I can have him out and not bother people. It drives me crazy when I can't see anything over people's giant pets. Yeah, it's kind of amusing until you need to go into like a doorway that they're blocking. Why don't we just ask nicely next time? Wouldn't that be better? I feel like you don't even listen to me sometimes. Who's there? His hand falls to the short blade at his side. I see that shuriken you're carrying. Are you working for him? Anju, attack formations. You give the eggs to Anju. Huggy, look, eggs! It's a gift for me? That's so nice. Enemies don't usually bring gifts, do they? Unless it's a trap. No. I can tell by your posture that you're a rookie ninja. Anju, pay attention. She fumbles around with the eggs and almost drops them. Sorry, Huggy. I got my third eye open, promise. Good, because I think this grasshopper needs training. I'm going to test you out, ninja wannabe. If you want to master the shuriken charge, I'll think about letting you join our ninja clan. Listen up, you might learn something. Yay, Huggy's going to teach us shuriken charge. Ready? Yes. Trojan eggs? A giant set of wooden eggs full of soldiers? Okay. You've got a shuriken too, huh? I'll show you all the tricks I know. You're going to see a training dummy. When it shows up, click on it like crazy. So yeah, this is just attack. Yeah, shuriken is nice in that it really is just point and click and with very little, like, build up or cooldown. Like, just fast hits. Not as OP as the gun, but with more utility. Great job, Pepperspark! You're pretty good at this, but don't think you can beat me. I've got to make Huggy proud. Now then, it's time for us to begin our shuriken charge training. This skill lets those who use it focus their energy into a shuriken that, when thrown at a distant enemy, will not only hit them, but nearby enemies as well. So, are you ready? It's literally just wrong one. It's just a charge attack. Just the same attack, but you charge. And you don't actually have to charge that much. You can just spam it. The cooldown is pretty short on this one, too. You learn skills so fast. Let's try it out together. Tell me when you're ready. Alright. She gonna do it? No? She's just gonna stand there? You didn't do anything. That was so fun, Pepperspark. You're a great training partner. Let's go see Huggy. I can't wait to tell him. Yeah, okay. An exotic-looking boy with multicolored eyes and fluffy ears stands with a haughty pose. Good to see you. Do you... Oh, what? Oh, are you just... You giving me generics? Do I have to... Okay. What? When was that done? Okay. Yeah, I needed to complete the quest in the window. Talk to me. Huggy mumbles something about hitting the jackpot to himself, but you can't quite make out the words. Hey, sorry, just going over the best way to escape from an evil wizard. That's it. That's what I was thinking about. Andrew tells me you picked up the shuriken charge like it was nothing. Maybe you can help me teach Andrew a thing or two. I should probably pronounce things consistently correctly. That would probably be Anju if I'm saying shuriken. But I don't know, man. It just kind of clicks in my head that way. He waves to Anju. Anju, could you come over here a second? Hi, Huggy. Yes, hi, Anju. Hey, Pepperspark, why don't you and Anju open up the scroll together? Inside, you'll find instructions on how to acquire a new skill. That's just what you and Anju need, if you ask me. Oh, I can't wait to see what's inside. Can we do it right now? Can we? Yeah. Remember when this took so long to charge and you couldn't move during it? Yeah. So I used to never charge it. I would just sort of spam it really fast. Next up is the Shadow Cloak skill. It's great to use when you're in trouble or when you need to sneak up on somebody. It even ends with a tornado that you can use to knock back enemies. Somebody gets too close and you can just hit the key to whoosh them away. When prompted to use Shadow Cloak, press the hotkey once to disappear, and then again to complete the attack. Let's try it out. And I got it set to F2. Yeah, so you're temporarily invisible. This can go on for a while if you want it. It will auto-target whatever's closest to you and do that when you release it, and then you become visible again. So if you're in like a dungeon that's like packed with 3 orbs worth of enemies and you need to like get to the other side of the room, you can use something like that. Ugh, I fucked up by not using it there. It has a cooldown of a minute. Alright. Failing the thing means I can reset the timer. That will be good for attacking mimics without having to turn them on first. You're doing great, Pepperspark. I can't believe you picked up Shadow Cloak that fast. Try it out with Anju this time. She could use the practice. Are you gonna do anything this time? No? Just gonna sit there? She just... okay. And I'm just supposed to... okay. The cooldown makes it so you only get to use it once on them, so that was a little awkwardly situated. That's enough Shadow Cloak training for today. You're doing great. Just remember, Shadow Cloak only lasts a few seconds, so time your use as well. Hello? I'm learning how to assassinate, I think. Or how to get eggs. Good work. Thanks to you, I've got less on my plate. Can I see that scroll? Haha, that scroll mission was so fun. Huggy, I worked really hard. Good. Now I can learn Shadow Cloak too. He's just waiting for us to do it so you can copy us. He stops when you give him a dirty look. What? I just used you and Anju to make sure that scroll wasn't fake. It's not selfish, it's efficient teaching. Pulls out another scroll. Here, maybe a new skill will make you feel better. See if they make me. Yep, they want me to complete this before they'll do anything. Took it a while to load in. Stupid. Why do I mess everything up? Oh, Pepperspark, you're here. You know, Hoggy gave me a new assignment, but I don't get it. I tried and tried, but I'm not Hoggy. The seal on the scroll just won't break. Could you please help? You're back just in time. Anju could use some help. Hope you're ready to work. Yeah? This is gonna be so much fun. Let's unseal this scroll. Yeah? This next one is dangerous. The explosive kunai skill is an advanced technique used to control the battlefield. Okay, when I first got this skill on my main, it was different. They retooled it. So I actually want to see if they describe how this works now. The skill lets you use proximity charges attached to a throwing kunai to lay traps for enemies. You'll decide where to place it, then any enemy that wanders into range will get an explosive surprise. Okay. So these used to take a specific... Wait. Okay, no, it's like a rank F, so it's only 1. It's normally 5 when I see it. So this looks perfectly normal, I guess. But it's normally, like, when I have it, it's 5 of them. And they, like, used to sit all in a row and they were a fixed different distance from each other. But now they're, like... They like, kind of, like, change distance from each other depending on how far you put them from yourself. But I can't illustrate that right now, because I only have the 1 because I have to rank it up a bit first. But yeah, you put down a mine in it. You just lure enemies to walk into the mine. Yeah, they overlap now. I think it's the further out you put them, the less they overlap. Like, they create a radius. Explosive kunai requires a little bit of forward planning, but keep training, and you'll figure it out in no time. Let's get Anju over here to help train. I will do nothing. Yeah. Walk into it. There. Kapow! You're doing great. Explosive kunai is an easy skill to use. The trick is just knowing where to throw it. I guess. Oh, was that not? Okay, still something to do. Anju, do you feel better about that skill now? Yes, Pepperspark's super good at opening those scrolls. Anju? Oopsie. Sorry, Pepperspark. Pretend you didn't hear that. We're not keeping secrets from you. Don't listen to her. She's just tired from all the training. Now, let's get back to those scrolls. Yeah, all this ninja practice is fun, right? Alright, is that the end? Yep, that's the end of that one. I remember this taking longer before, but it could be that I'm just not into the part where they make you do a little more, like, legwork. Let's open up the hotbar and start putting these down. They're doing these in a different order than I remember having them on my normal thing. I don't know if that's just because I put them in a different order for preference. I'm just gonna make them match what I have them on my main. Hey there, Pepperspark, what are you up to? Howky's got me practicing knife-wielding skills on our dinner. He says if you can handle a shelf spray... I'm gonna get a drink of water. I think it was longer when it came out because it was like a day between skills. I wasn't around for whenever this came out. I don't think it was new when I got to it. He says if you can handle a chef's blade, you can handle a kunai. I don't know what the grocery shopping is for, though. I guess that's training me to blend in with a crowd? Yeah, you don't look like you'd match the random Irish peasants of this town, honestly. You should learn to blend in. Both of these are species of thingy that should be able to shapeshift, so they probably should be able to hide their ears and tail, which would be a nice skill. Transformation is a skill that Malaysians can learn, so you should be able to... Whatever, never mind. Hey, would you mind doing my grocery training for me today? All I need is some bacon from the food store. Please, I'll make you an extra special plate. Gotta go to the food library. How much bacon does it matter? 5 pieces of bacon. Food store. The animal people need bacon because they're animals. I meant to press shop and not conversation. 5 bacons, please. Imagine having 2, like, strange foreign children just sort of squatting on the outside of the shop you work in. Regular old grocery store, just minding your own business, helping customers. And there's just these guys squatting out here, making animal noises and leaving hair everywhere, stealing eggs. And they have to send in this random person to get them bacon. Like, they can't even get their own... Well, they've been trying to get their own bacon, and apparently they're not that great at it. This town is so polite that they're just kind of, like, letting this happen. These 2 are harmless, but they're acting weird, and you'd think that someone would come out here and be like, why do you need all this bacon? Where are your parents? Probably sneakily trying to use the cooking oven. They're barely hiding. Yeah, this oven is for public use. They can just use it if they want. You find Anju staring down at a charred black pan, tears welling in her eyes. How did you even do that? Hagi, I'm so sorry. This is just unacceptable. You're never going to be a master ninja. You're never going to master ninjutsu if you can't even boil a pot of water without setting the whole camp on fire. Camp? This is a camp? You don't own that wheelbarrow or that tree. You guys just sleep on the ground, don't you? Poor things. Oh, hi, Pepperspark. Is that Anju? Did you make Pepperspark do your grocery trading for you? Well, at least we have some bacon. Something is going right today. Anju, go unseal this scroll. You still need more training. Anju wipes at her tears with the scroll. Oh, Hagi's such a grouch, but he always looks out for me. We've known each other forever, you know? Well, okay, where are you from? Tiny text. Friends. Hey, clumsy little Anju, you're dumb. Whoa, a bear. Let's eat it, Anju. Run. Chumps didn't even see past my bear disguise. So they do that. Hagi, you saved me, thank you. I didn't do that to help you. I did it because... Oh, I want to be the best ninja ever. My ninjutsu is going to be top notch. A ninja? That's amazing, Hagi. No, wait, no, I got them wrong. I mixed them up. This text is going too fast. I'm going to be the strongest ninja of all time. Maybe you should become a ninja too. You can be my first pupil. Ah, I got raiders in right as I was fucking up the dialogue. Hi, guys. I'm so clumsy. What if this turns us into toadstools? That's not even a real spell. Here, take this. A paper shuriken? I have one just like it. From now on, this is our team symbol. Yes. So that didn't tell us anything other than Hagi knows how to turn into a bear. And Anju likes him because he helps her. Have a good summer master plan. I have so far. Sorry to raid and dip, but Funny Hat Man is forcing me to go to bed? Okay. do I have to... No, I'm not done with the thing, so there's no clearing it yet. Do you see? That's why I have to get stronger. For myself and for Hagi. Can you help me? Yeah. Wait, is she the only Tanuki in the village of Kitsune, or is she just from a nearby Tanuki village? I don't know. Aren't those two things normally rivals? Time for the big leagues, Grasshopper. Kunai Storm. Love this one. This one relies on sheer volume to overwhelm opponents. You're going to leap into the air and rain down as many kunais as you can. It's best for big groups. Press tab to select an enemy. I never use that. I never use the tab. I always just hold down control. But yeah, it's just a big AoE. They should probably show me more than one enemy to make it clear that this is a big AoE. See? I told you it was easy and great for knocking out groups. Let's try it with Anju now. She'll like this one. Okay, we got a group. Are you going to do anything? Do you have animations this time? Yeah. No? Okay. Wait, can I not just set it down straight on the ground? I have to targets? I think that's different. Didn't it used to be I could just plop it? No? I don't remember. They did change this. You're doing a lot better than I thought you would. Of course, you do have a great teacher. Ha 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 ha. No, it was always a focus on the enemy. Okay. I've been doing a lot of stuff with the astrologer scythe skills, so maybe I've just gotten too used to that. Talk to Hagi. Okay. Another scroll unsealed. Hagi, we've unsealed so many of those secret scrolls. I think we're ready for the big one. Yeah, of course. What's wrong? Nothing. Let's hold off on that one for now. I'm feeling a bit under the weather. You are? I'll make you something to eat. Complete. So that one I want on my number 2. So I think there's like 3 skills left in this. I was looking for you, Pepperspark. I was snooping around, and I found that there's a scroll inside Albi Dungeon. You want to help me get it? I don't understand. Okay, so they didn't want to create an entirely new map for them to be from to have a special dungeon on, but how did your ninja stuff get into the Albi Dungeon in Tir Shanile? I mean, that explains why you're here, that you traveled to this village where the dungeon has a thing you're looking for, but boy, are you in the wrong, hemisphere. I really do wish that they would show us where these guys are from. I want a Mabinogi, Japan. I know you wouldn't pass up this opportunity to help your friend in need. Yeah, Pepperspark, come with us. Hagi will save us if we run into trouble. Just trust me. Take this rusty kunai and drop it in the Albi Dungeon altar. We'll be right behind you. Hopefully they will in eternity. Yeah, I don't know a lot about their plans beyond Mabinogi Eternity because they have to do the whole build the entire damn game over again thing. But hopefully it makes it easier for them to add new content. And that we can get more maps. Because I really like how Iria has a bunch of just little biomes in it where you do get more exotic animals, but it's really empty. So if they filled that in, that would be good, but also, like, just it would be nice to have Japan, because this is a Korean game, so it's going to be filtered through, whatever their cultural assumptions are. So that'll be weird and interesting from our perspective over here in America. Alright, that thing's probably in the Me tab, because it's a quest item. Yes. Yeah, I would love to have, like, a cute kimono Mimi village full of, like, kitsune and maybe other things. And somehow, like, reconcile them into the lore with, like, the Fomors and stuff. Like, what makes Hagi the fox shapeshifter boy any different from, like, any shapeshifter using the Dreamcatcher transformation, or different from just regular-ass foxes? Like, tell us the lore. Give us the everything. Also, this is probably not that big a dungeon. Wow. I would love a dungeon that is, like, specifically ninja themed with yokai stuff in it. Like, I would love the aesthetic that Anju and Hagi have, like, just in general, like, the level of detail to their models and, like, the general color balance and little things going on with them. Like, because they're much better looking models than most of the NPCs in the game. Or at least the early NPCs that you see in Tears and Isle. So, like, I'd love to see just a bunch of other, like enemies that are in the same style and like, just like, maps. Like, you could give me probably any culture and stick it in Mabinogi, and I will probably really enjoy seeing the weird Korean MMO interpretation of that culture, because they definitely are going to get things wrong when they do. Like, the game's called Mabinogi, and that's a Welsh thing, but, like, a lot of the places like Tailshin and Amain Maka and stuff are from, like, Irish archaeological sites, apparently. Like, they just kind of, like, swap those up, and then when you get into later generations, they do shit like make, like, Shakespeare the Pied Piper for some fucking reason. Like, they just kind of, like, get loose with it in a way that feels earnest, if that makes sense. Like, they kind of, like, just go with whatever misunderstood flow they've got, and it's kind of fun. Because it feels like none of the misconceptions are done in poor taste. I don't know enough about the kinds of cultures that the core village people are based on to say whether or not they're good or bad caricatures, but, like, they seem pretty like just kind of there. So, like, doing that with anything, like, can I have Mabinogi America? That'd be great. Just give us Cheeseburger Land, give us Ninja Land, Cheeseburger Land, maybe, like, I don't know, what other good countries need to be misunderstood and mangled up into a Korean MMO? All of them? Probably all of them. If foxes could be controlled with Fomor scrolls, can Kitsune? I want to know. I think they wanted to make an underwater map or something? Mabinogi Atlantis, give us that. Hell yeah. Mabinogi with just general Greek stuff, actually. Give us some really good misinterpretations of Greek mythology to make a bunch of people mad. That sounds amazing. Great job. Both of you did well, even without me. Well, what were you doing? The boss dropped the scroll we're looking for around here somewhere. There it is. Wow, we did it, Hagi. Yeah, you two did great. I think you're ready for my advanced course. Don't think I'll go easy, though. This is... Wow. Hagi, watch out! Foolish little fox thief. You're here because I wanted you here. You fell for my trap. Anju. I think he's wearing a recolor of, like, the desert zombie outfit, maybe? Like, I swear this looks familiar. Huggy, get out of here! Haha, you're just gonna leave the girl behind? Give me the scrolls you stole and maybe I'll play nice. It's not like either of you could handle the power inside. Especially you, little fox. I can't. You fools follow this coward around? Hey, you. Tell a little kid if he doesn't want to lose his lady, he'd better get back here with my scrolls right now. Wow. Now that I've thought of it, I kind of really do want Mabinogi Atlantis, but I've been saying that about other things too. Like, I want a Monster Hunter Atlantis because it's like a culture they haven't really touched on, and I want swimming back. It's like, I don't even care that much about Atlantis, but it just seems like a good excuse to do a bunch of the things I do like. Anyways. So Anju's probably back behind the grocery store again. Do I still have eggs? I have one egg and it's unbroken. Good. Oh no. Do I need to complete the mission? Talk to a Delian. Okay. Did you find our egg thief yet? Ma'am? Hello again, Pepperspark. I hope you're having a blessed day. I was wondering if you mind taking something to our egg-loving friend. I've got too many potatoes to use this week, and I'd hate to see them go to waste. What? There's no potatoes in here, Shaniel. I call fake. Tell her about Hoggy, don't you? Oh, how very sudden. At times like these, I would usually turn to Father Mevin for the words of Limonlark, but he's been acting so strange lately. There are no potatoes. She had to go to Dunbarton for potatoes, and now she has too many. Fuck you. Making that trip and coming back with too many potatoes. It's like, no, you just keep the potatoes. Well, I mean, I don't want the kids to starve. But there's no potatoes here, so I don't know how she has a surplus of potatoes. Maybe a traveling merchant brought potatoes? Maybe. I mean, that's not on the commerce list, but, you know. I guess I'm taking it too literally, because it's funny. I'm doing these stupid voices and making my throat itch. Dressed in a robe, this composed man of moderate build maintains a very calm posture. Every bit of his appearance and the air surrounding him show that he is unfailingly a man of the clergy. I can't move the camera angle in here. Silvery hair frames his friendly face, and his gentle eyes suggest a rather quaint and quiet mood with flashes of hidden humor. Limonlark has guided you here. Wait, why do you have voice acting for this? Oh, this world is Limonlark's blessed farm? Let me check the book again. That first part was probably just generic voice-acted dialogue for the beginning of talking to this guy. Because I know that he's in at least one or two parts of the Generations quests that did get voice acting. It's weird that they used it here, though. Limonlark is, you know, us, like, all around us, and... I can't do it. Hoggy. Leave me alone. I had a good thing going here. Or, wait, maybe you could go rescue Anju? You know, for training? Anyway, gotta go. Fucking... Okay, are you back to being the regular NPC? Yeah. Let me out.
그건 좀 아닌 것 같은데.
Talk to Kate? Why? Arbitrary. A young lady pouring flour into a bowl smiles as you enter. Her round face is adorably plump and her eyes shine brightly. As she wipes her hands and walks towards you, you detect the faint scent of cookie dough and flowers. I think this is the first time we met. Nice to meet you. You ask Hayden if she's seen Hoggy. A boy with animal ears? That doesn't ring a bell. But I have something even stranger. Malcolm has been late the last couple of days. Maybe he's just busy, but I think someone needs to give him a talking to. Really straighten him up, you know? Would you do that for me, Pepperspark? Malcolm is the guy in the general store here. Cat. Hi. Bye. Yeah. While his thin face and delicate hands come off to some as effeminate, you find those traits balanced by a well-groomed head of blonde hair that gives him an affable, almost cool appearance. So delicate hands and blonde hair are opposite traits? Alright, if you're sure. With a heavy leather apron tied around his waist, he almost looks like he just stepped out of a craftsman's workshop. Welcome to the general shop. This must be your first time here. Hello. Hoggy. Leave me alone, you snoop. Relax, motherfucker. Why are you following me? What are you up to? Someone else can rescue Anju. I don't... Fine, I stole Shinobi's scrolls. I admitted it. Leave me alone. Are you normal? Yeah, you're normal. Do I need any repairs? Yeah, repair my mandolin. Now where is he hiding? No? Alright, let me check. Talk to Nora. Oh, she's down here. There. A girl in a neat green apron leans out to get a better look at her surroundings. Her hands work busily at this task or the other, always moving, always jingling the cross-shaped earrings in her honey blonde hair. Welcome. You ask Nora if she's seen Hoggy. A fox? Why would I talk to a fox? Look, if you're just playing games with the local wildlife, could you mind stopping at Fergus's place for me? I gave him my armor for... Your armor? You wear... When do you wear armor? I gave him my armor for some repairs, but he did an awful job. I can't keep paying that animal to work like this. Make sure to tell him that. Want me to call him an animal? Alright. Hoggy. The smithy's bronze complexion shines, I'm losing it, with a glow of vitality. His distinctive face is framed by a strong jawline sporting a dark, wiry beard. He seems every inch a seasoned craftsman with years of experience at the forge, humming in time with each swing of his broad hammer. No, it's just Fergus. Beards are admired by all men. Okay, I lose. Hoggy. Ugh, you are the worst. I won't run away anymore. Did you kill Fergus? That's fine. Let's get somewhere quiet. The blacksmith's snoring is driving me nuts. Did you drug and hide Fergus somewhere back there? Whatever. I promise to tell you everything, okay? Finally. You're lucky to be alive, Fergus. Okay. Did he go back behind the grocery? I did a daily for her the other day where she explained she uses it as a decoration for the inn. Wait, so she just has armor? Wait, is there decorations? I keep forgetting you can go in here at all. And, oh, you can go through that. I've never tried going through that. Not much to be done here, though. Can you go up there? No. I never talk to this guy. I'm not gonna bother. I'm not gonna start now. You don't exist. Bye. Yeah, he's back there again. Why do you keep... Oh, no, that's generic dialogue. What the... Okay, do I need to... I need to complete this, and then he will talk to me. I knew this was gonna happen one day. I'm sure you figured it out already, but I'm no ninja master. I'm not even a ninja trainee. It's just like Shinobi said, I stole his scrolls, I stole his techniques, but I did it in self-defense. He came into our town and hurt our people. I couldn't just stand by and watch him torment my friends and my family. The little village of Kitsune and Tanuki. Yeah, I want to see that village. I want to go there. And maybe, like, pick some of these guys up and put them into my homestead. I even tried to use his most powerful scroll, but it scared me too much. I just wanted to stop him, but then Andrew got caught helping me and everything spiraled out of control. Anju, she must be so mad at me right now. I bet she never wants to see me again. You hand over Anju's paper shuriken, which she dropped when she was abducted in the dungeon. She kept this, but it's just... Hagi's eyes go wide. What am I doing? I gotta save Anju. Please, Pepperspark, you have to help. I'll teach you one of my skills. I'll do anything, please. Yeah? I don't think I've ever come in here. Yeah, the inn? There's never really a reason to go in there. You need a few more tricks before we can save Anju. Sometimes you need to stop an enemy in their tracks, and that's what Shadow Bind is for. This skill ties an enemy to their own shadow, so you can hit them from far away, but your own movement suffers. Let's give it a try. So, yeah, I don't use this one that much. Let's get a little closer. Ugh, cool down. Alright. So, you kind of can't do anything while it's doing that. You can cancel it, and then it eventually fades. So it's more useful if you're holding it down and then someone else in your party is doing some attacking. I think is the real reason to have that. How long can this go? Indefinitely? Not indefinitely. I think it really wants me to wait out the entire time. The longer you stay in the pose, the longer the shadows stay? I never noticed. So edgy. Good job. I bet Shadowbind will get us out of all kinds of sticky situations. What about you and me give it a try this time? Are you gonna actually fight? Are you gonna do anything? Just gonna stand here? Yeah, not gonna attack them while I hold them down? Just gonna stand there? Good job, Hagi. That's it for Shadowbind. We have to save our energy for the next skill. It's gonna be a big one. Alright, let me complete that. And I want to put... When did he give me smokescreen? That's fine. I think it's time for us to unseal Shinobi's final scroll. It's the toughest one he had. I'm honestly a little nervous. Are you ready? Yeah. Sakura Abyss is one of the true ninja magics. It gathers the powers of nature and the darkness together into one big attack. That smokescreen at the end of the dungeon when the guy used it to vanish without you. Oh. That's clever, except that then you don't know you've got it. I don't use smokescreen that much, though, to be fair. It doesn't seem to come up much for me. It probably would if I was doing more stuff in a party. Like, it would be very useful for just... I drop it down and then run, and then other people attack. Takes a lot of concentration to use, so you can charge it up for a more powerful version. You'll be vulnerable during the charge up, but you can really let him have it if you time it right. This one's kind of difficult to actually get the timing on. Let's do this for Anju. So, it's hard to do this one to full charge without the enemies around you noticing you. If you had two ninjas in a party and one was using Shadowbind and the other used Sakura Abyss, that would probably be perfect. But typically, if you're out in like a field of wolves or whatever, they're gonna be like, oh no, this person's doing a skill, I better fight them. And then they'll knock you out before you can do it. It popped up on your screen and Josh commented about it, but I don't think he saw it. Nope, I didn't. Yeah, you did. Okay. Nah, I didn't notice. Whoa, that didn't faze you one bit. You're like a ninja whiz kid. Can you help me sometime with my trainings? Yeah. Don't you dare tell Anju I said all this stuff, but I wouldn't have made it this far without you. Thank you, Pepperspark. Alright. Got a little more to say? I think I'm ready to rescue Anju now, Pepperspark. I'm scared, but I think I can do it. Good job. Let's do it. Just one thing. Could you come with me? Just for backup. Yeah. Hagi hands you the paper shuriken. I need you to keep that safe until Anju gets out. If anything happens to me, just give it to her, okay? Hagi hands you a rusty kunai. Alright, Grasshopper, it's time for the revenge of the ninja. How did I get an AP 10 potion for that? I mean, I'm not complaining, really. Where did it go? I've got 3 of them? Alright, let's just have some AP. Now let's put Sakura Abyss up here. And healing here. Do you have more to say? No, you don't. Candy Bane's almost dead. Okay. Summoning time is almost out. That's fine. Have you even gained a level, little man? Oh, he's so close to gaining a level. God damn it. I gotta use someone else to... You know what? Let's go for it. So I had some, in my main account, I had some adoption medals that I got off the auction house but hadn't used because I hadn't thought of names. And I thought of one today, so I got it. Can't believe I got this one first try. He's level 1, so we might as well use him. Meet Hoglord. I cannot fucking believe the name Hoglord was not taken. Hoglord. Because it's a motorcycle and no other reason. Welcome, lurker. First time chat lurker. Is there a bomb over their heads? What? Did I do that? Is that like an ambient thing of the Rockstar Scooter Imp? I cannot tell if I did that. Whatever. Yeah, I can't tell why they had bombs over their heads, but it only started happening when this guy showed up, so I assume it's something where I have to just, like, check the wiki and see what this guy does. Alright, we want to use the Rusty Kunai. Let's soul bond with this cool dude on his motorcycle. It's kind of disappointing that they put this in the most basic newbie dungeon ever. But I understand that this is kind of a potential beginner skill set. The shuriken stuff is, like, really easy to just step into, so they didn't want to put it into a really hard dungeon. And I want to say it was added to the game before all of the power creep. Or, like, before all of the really bad power creep. Okay, we have 2 of these now. So when they're closer, they're overlapped more, and as you go further out, they spread more. But I don't like that as much as the old system where they were just kind of a set distance. Oh, everything's out of my range. Come the fuck on, get in here. Yeah, that's not great. Smokescreen's just a debuff, by the way. That's nowhere. At least it doesn't have a 5-minute cooldown now. Yeah, they didn't fix that on Soccer Abyss, though. You know what? I realize I should check the skills on this creature. Tiny Jibes decreases the protection and defense of nearby enemies, enhances desummon skill. Okay, that's what's going on. When they have the bombs over their head, that's him debuffing them. By scaring them with how cool he is? Maybe. Shinobi. That sure is a generic name for that guy. And regular old Albi Dungeon spiderlings, okay. Enough games. Any more of this nonsense and you can say goodbye to the girl. Pepperspark! Let me go, you creep! Where's the fox kid? Too scared to come. No, Hagi's the toughest, best ninja ever! Here he is. I'm here for you, Anju. Oh, how daring. Now give me my scrolls. The little dot eyes didn't work well with the little makeup he's got on under his eyes. It made him look very weird. Scrolls? Oh, I don't have those anymore. And I guess you don't have a girlfriend anymore either. I never did. Joke's on you. She's not my girlfriend. I mean, take me instead. Just let her go. Sacrificing yourself breaks my heart. I guess one dead vermin's the same as the other. I am. Ugh. Hagi. This is what happens when you mess with a real ninja. Now, tell me where my scrolls are. I told you, I got rid of them. I ate them. But not before I became... What the? A master of disguise. But you're a kitsune. You just can do that, dude. Hagi, amazing! You were a log! I knew you were amazing! Did I scare you, Anju? Sorry I had to show you the real ninja the magic tactic. Magic. No, Hagi, you've been watching out for me since we were little. You're the best. And I'm there too. Alright. Immediately teleported into this cat's butt. Meow. Hands magically untied. Yeah. I mean, the animations in this game don't need to be good. They get the job done. Do I have to... Oh. Naomi's first spirit calling is done. Alright, whatever. Where is... Yep. Complete the ninja mission. Good work back there, trainees. We went through a lot. But those are just the kinds of things, the kinds of training experiences that you need to grow as a ninja. Are your mentor and... As your mentor and ultimate ninja master, I think you two are probably getting closer to being not terrible, but you need more training. Hagi winks at you when Anju's not looking. Just stick with me, kids. Thank you so much. I love training with you. I hope you and I can go through all Hagi's lessons together, and I just wanted to thank you, for looking after Hagi. I know he acts tough, but, well, you know. Wow. What next? Give the paper shuriken to Hagi or Anju. Huh. Okay, I don't remember what changes with this. Do you get one or the other's stuff? Chat, do we care? I feel like it doesn't matter who you give it to because it belongs to both of them. I don't remember. I have Anju's shuriken. Want me to look? Is that what it is? That you get one of their shuriken's designs? Because I know that they both have unique ones and there aren't very many in the game. I have, like, a spirit weapon shuriken that's also got all the Blanid shit on it, so I don't really need either. You know what? If that's what you get is the shuriken of whoever you give it to, on my regular, I think my regular might be Hagi's on my Illumina main character. So let's give it to Anju. Yeah. What? Do they not want me to literally give it? Okay, let me talk to her. Yeah, do you want to train together? Okay, I have to do it through this. I thought I lost this. Hoggy had it? Oh, I got the title Friend of Anju. Okay. So it would have been Friend of Hoggy if I had the other. That's not a big deal. They're both good. They're kind of just together good. You know, Pepperspark, training with you has been so fun. All those tough exercises just flew by. If you ever need anything, I will be there to help you. I promise. This will be the token to prove it. Alright. Sorry, yeah, I jumped the gun on it, assuming he's like, yeah, it's the shurikens. Like, I'm thinking about now, I probably got the Hoggy shuriken through some event or something. I don't know. What does that title do? Probably nothing. Friend of Anju, strength 10, will 10, max damage. That's pretty good. Yeah, let's do that. So I think we're completely done with ninja training. I've got the whole set of skills. And that took roughly a half hour. That's with me doing a little commentary and stuff. Not bad. I got through that. I got through today's Arcana stuff. I think the growth guide is asking me to do things. Grandmaster, cumulative level, learn talents. What are... okay. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff I can claim. Raise spirits, challenge a dungeon. Are these gonna have timers on them? Might as well just claim them. You know what? Claim all. There's a button for it. Can I lump them together? Yes. They do expire. Well, that's fine. Does this one expire? No. These don't. Okay. When did I get these? I think when I finished a dungeon, I got the reforged tools out of it, which I don't really need. That's a thing they do now. Where did they go? Here they are. God, I got 13 of these? This is a system wherein you get a reforging tool and then you put items in and just press reforge and it'll give you one of a set of random little buffs to that item forever. Until you replace it. You can only have one at a time and they are random, so you're supposed to just roll through all of them. Let's see. I have a bunch of shit in here that I'm not going to use. I'm eventually going to have to sort through this inventory, but... I also don't want to reforge any of the blended stuff because they already have reforges on them, I'm quite certain. Yeah, they already have ones that are specified as being good for them. But I could just put them on random shit. It's that gathering knife I was shearing sheep with. I think you can get like a shearing experience up. Will, max HP, intelligence. Those aren't really useful because you're not going to fight while holding a gathering knife. You know what? Luck. Luck will increase your chance of getting extra wool. I'll leave it at that. So what else do I have that would be similar? Gathering axe. Let's... Why do I have 2 gathering axes? Okay, this gathering axe is one that I just found on the ground somewhere, and this is the one I was using earlier because it has 3 proficiency on it. So this one's my actual, like, personal gathering axe, because wherever the hell I got it from, I was using it, so it's actually starting to build stats, sort of. Reforge. Gathering... Alright, got it first try. Gathering speed went up. That's all I need from that. I can reforge my clothes. Let's do that. Hailstorm, I don't own that skill. Control of darkness, I don't have that. Intelligence up, probably not as good as other things. Blaze, raging spike, I don't have that. Whatever. It's random, and they're going to give you reforges every so often, so I can just mash that until I get something good, like defense up. Whatever. I got good ones on my gathering stuff, though. Oh, Anju's title is a +3 max damage, and Hagi's title is a +2 minimum damage. Not bad. Those kind of equate out to about the same amount of benefit. Alright, I want to use these gems. Talk to you. When our contract began, it felt like a waking dream. The newness of my vessel and my surroundings were so disorienting. When spirits become stone, all their previous memories disappear. I shall have to make a fresh start with you. I don't really need to repeat everything she says. That brought her up to 95 bond. So, I'm not getting, like, ego bonuses off of bond at this point. It's too early, but this will make it, like, she doesn't need as much potential gems because there's a chance of them giving her more experience if her bond is high. Also, I got a bunch of shit in here that, under normal circumstances, I would enchant burn, but I don't think I have that ability or the resources for it with Pepperspark, so I'm just gonna let her eat these. Well, maybe not. Maybe not yet. Let's get some of the other gems first. Let's get her as close as possible to the top without going over. How close is that? Get one more of these. As close to the 100% without getting over, because there's a chance that it will give us a bonus and then it'll push it over. When did I get the giant pan doll? Did I have that on from earlier? Like, did I get that off of my pet inventory from a different... I don't remember what I did. Let's feed her this duplicate gathering axe. Getting so close. Not close enough, though. I'm giving up on this plan to just go as close as possible without going over. How long do these last? 13 days? 12 days? Yeah, okay. I don't need to constantly do that. Okay, she's not gaining any more bond because I already did that for the day. That's fine. I'll just feed her those gradually. So the growth guide was asking me to... No, not dungeon guide. Growth guide. I want to say it was saying to... Let's see, skills, reforge. Oh, I got some bonuses for reforging. Okay. Erg. I still don't understand that. Challenge a dungeon. It wants... hard mode Albie. I don't think I'm high enough for that. What else is in here? Catch rainbow trout specifically? I don't remember where they are. Ducats in commerce. Part-time job. You know what? Not fucking once has my girl done a part-time job. What time is it? 9:30. Oh, who's got good ones in town? It's not the right time for the church part-time job, which is usually the best one. You got a part-time job? Our town may be small, but running the general shop can get really hectic since I'm running this all by myself. Fortunately, many people are helping me out, so it's a lot easier for me to handle. Are you also interested in working here, Pepperspark? I'll pay you if you can help me. Alright. Day's order is 1 thin thread bolt. Let's do this. Because this is a part of the game I have not actually shown off. This is like one of the original core parts of the game, like before all of the power creep and extra areas and stuff, when this game was essentially just medieval Animal Crossing. You would do part-time jobs as like part of the regular gameplay loop, and it would be just you go out and do little things and then come back and get rewards for it. And one of the very common ones was to just go out here. And remember, these are supposed to be spiders. It's a graveyard full of spiders, but they're censored right now because I think it's funny. So, I'm not going to mess up this guy's stuff he's got going on. This is a spider farm. This guy has, like, kind of lured them all into the area, and he's got his doll bags out. That's these little guys that are running around. They are collecting the cobwebs so that he can get a whole bunch of them at once, which you then take back down there to the general shop. There's a spinning wheel in front, and you spin the spider webs into silk. I'm not messing up that guy's stuff. I'm gonna be a bro about it. I'll come over here and take some of these instead. Used to be this is most of what I did in the game. Oop, didn't really mean to do that, but alright. Like, just come out here, scoop up some cobwebs, then you go, like, weave them, and then eventually you have enough thread that you can make a single bolt of silk, and then once you have enough silk, you can maybe make a cheap dress. And it was just so cool that they had a system for this. I wanted to make it work. I wanted it to be, like, good and a thing I did a lot of, and it was just very, very grindy. But it's so nostalgic for me. Just doing this useless shit and then apparently ninja running into town. That's very amusing. But yeah, just going out and doing the little things. That and shearing sheep. I talk about how much I like shearing sheep. It's like, it's just the nostalgia part of the game. It's like fishing in Animal Crossing. So, come over here. And then I want to make thin thread balls. Wait a minute. Yeah, no, it didn't give me some to make this with. I have to start with cobwebs that I collected myself. There's an option on that menu that's thin thread balls, parentheses, part-time job. But he did not give me anything to start with that was labeled like cobweb, parentheses, part-time job. So, yeah, they did want me to go out there. That wasn't a waste of 5 seconds. Back in my day, I had to farm spiders by hand. I had no doll bags, I had to pick up every cobweb by hand. And you didn't have bags at all, so you just had that regular, like, 6x10 square, and each cobweb stacks up to 10. So if you had literally no other items in your inventory, you could only get, what was that, like, 6x10 by 5? No, not by 5, by 10. So, like, you get 600 cobwebs total, and it takes 5 to make 1 thin thread ball. Like, it was tedious, but it was cozy. And, like, god damn it, it's still fun. This game does a lot of what really hits for me that a lot of those similar things do. Harvest Moon, Animal Crossing, a lot of what I get out of virtual pet sites, where it's like you've got little things. You do the little things every day, and they are simple, but you can do a lot of them, and they're organized, and then you get a little reward. It's like having a job, but it's like in a nice place with music playing and no customers. Just you do the thing as many times as you want, then wander away when you're bored. Like, it's just so fucking cozy. It just does something for me. Did I finish? Yes, I did. Report now. So, they didn't used to have all these different weird extra bait tins before. So, you could get more cobwebs if you fucking needed them for some goddamn reason. Wool. What is this? a bait tin that specifically is used with item fishing pole W22 for maximum results. Okay, so it's a fishing pole and bait that specifically will get you items and not fish. That's the opposite of what I ever want for my bait tin. This will lure in the fish more quickly. This one is... Oh, you need to have done part-time jobs for a while to boost the NPC affection in order to get more points out of the job. So I can't get these two yet. They're in red because I don't have that many. But large and medium catches. So you can, like, control the size of the fish you catch. Okay. That's kind of useful to have. Especially because on my main, I do a lot of cooking. I wind up... Josh will go and get a bunch of fish and then not have a place to put them. And then I'll be like, give me the fish. And then I just cook them into things and then I sell the food. So, like, these would be handy for that. I think I am actually going to just take the wool. Because I can then weave that into yarn. Or I could have just taken nothing and gotten experience, but it's a teeny amount of experience. So I've officially done a single part-time job, and the growth guide wants me to do, like, 5 before it gives me anything for it. Oh, it expands out and gives you hints. Okay. Do you both have fishing bags? Yeah, we do. So the wool turns into thick thread balls. So that makes regular fabric instead of silk. So under the life skills tab, let's see. Sheep shearing, I just need to keep shearing sheep for that. That's a simple one. Weaving. Weaving's gonna want you to make a certain amount of different fabrics, which used to be super fucking hard. It used to be you made the thread and then you went to the loom and made the fabric and it would give you a random amount of cheap, common, fine, and finest fabric or silk. Now you can actually select which one to make instead of the quality being up to RNG. It used to be so much harder to do this. Like you would not believe. I have to head off. Have a good night. Thanks for streaming. Have a good night. I'm gonna probably be done in like 15 minutes too. Because I gotta work in the morning. I did the things I wanted to do though. I'm surprised that I was hoping that the Arcana event stuff would fit into a short amount of time. And then I'd have room for some of the shuriken stuff. And I just got through all of it. It was perfect. Do I have enough to make any fabric? Let's start with just... I have exactly 10. Let's make 2 fine fabrics. My inventory is getting pretty clogged. I need to bring out some of my storage pets, which I've been trying to not mess with, like, all of my pets on stream because Pepperspark's supposed to be doing stuff from scratch. She uses almost exclusively Candy Bean because that's her personal pet. But, I need to store some shit. God, you don't even have room for all this leather. Okay. What do you mean you're full up on fine fabric? These pouches only fit 100. Well, I can fit that leather. And then... I would weave the thread, but I have 100 in each of my pouches here. And, oh, she had almost full on... Okay. Whatever. I'd weave these, but you have to go buy specific silk weaving gloves in order to do that. And they are a no repair item. You just have to keep getting a consumable in order to make silk. It's annoying. Fluffalina was not my only tailoring storage. Lotus Vine, show me your stuff. Oh, your thin thread ball pouch is also full. I see. Do you have leather space? No. Fine fabric space? No. Splitzelina available, or is she Blitzalina's still out on a pet quest. Okay. Is Bohemiouth here? I think he's got something. No, Bohemiouth is all... My guys are on pet quests on my main account still, so I can't actually store with them. God fucking shit. Dom DeLuise. Get over here. He stores my ores. And for some reason I had a bunch of ore. There you go. That clears up kind of a lot of space, actually. Let's see. Do I have... I'm just gonna eat this. That's what we got during the Blenid stuff from Tracy when we caught him a fish. Let's just eat that. Tasting can now be upgraded. Tasting is in itself a skill. You have a skill for eating food. And I think it just kind of gives you a multiplier to the benefits. You get stats from food. Boosts item effectiveness and cooking production experience up. Yep. You've got a skill for eating. You've also got a skill for catering. Well, it's when you combine a bunch of food into one item, so then you get all of the stats at once. What else can I store today? Let's get rid of some shit. Oh, does Calypso have space for leather? I have one pet whose storage is exclusively common and cheap leather. Do you have space? Yeah, you have space. Take those out of my fucking inventory. He doesn't have space for fabric. Wait, can I not read these? Oh, okay. I had some unread books. Oh, this one doesn't want me to learn from it? Okay. No? None of these are going to give me skills? Oh, right, the wine. The wine. I should go and see my wine fermenting. Because I started that last time and then completely forgot about it because wine sucks. But I should be able to access it from any trade imp. So I'll head on down this way. Wine fermentation. Oh, have I not already? Alright, yeah, I am. Aging process and freshness. Okay. I'm gonna move the wine from one oak barrel to another and you do a mini game. And you filter out the clumps. And that's the mini game. And it's not that hard, but it is annoying. Because it's less the mini game is annoying and more that you have to come back in like real world days to do this and you gotta remember the times and then it's like you're waiting days to just go do a mini game. Boy, I'm pretty sure I'm doing this right, but not completely sure. Is that it? Alright. Acidity decreased by 43? Is that good? Or purity didn't change? Okay. I think I should leave that be. Josh might know if I'm doing that wrong, but it's fine if I am. Alright. I have to remember I had herbalism I wanted to raise. This is Josh's homestead. is his music different? Huh. By the way, you can... Let me get the skill for it. You can use rest on top of a lot of set pieces, and then you will just start sitting. And sitting on some of these means posing. Like if I come over here... Oh, no, maybe not. This one's just a normal thing. Never mind. If I come over here, I have a choice of chairs. And you could pose a bunch of people on this one. I don't know why he crammed everything in the corner. That house is from an event. This car was from a gacha, I think. He has a maid that he named after me. And he dressed her up like me, but he gave her demon horns because his character has demon horns and he wanted to match. This kind of stuff's mostly here for photo ops. I hear this thing's from an anime people like. I've never seen it. So I'm actually here for herbalism. What do I need? White herbs and mandrakes. Well, here we go. Perfect. I only needed one. Mandrakes give you a lot. You're even gonna get a little bit of experience from trying to gather them, which is nice. Oh wait, completed for the mandrake ones. Got it. White herbs. So I guess I'm just going to do a little of this while doing final thoughts. I know this was a short stream, but I got the things done that I wanted to. Got to vent a little bit about the current union upcoming labor dispute strike stuff. Use the harp. Oh yeah! Good advice. Use Harvest Song. I forgot I have that. Thank you. Oh, there's the normal Homestead song. There? Hold on. Music. Harvest Song. Alright, so Harvest Song is active. That should increase my success rate. Let's put that up here. But yeah, I did a pretty good summation of everything I wanted to do tonight. That's pretty good. I am starting to worry that I'm spending more time streaming than any other basic responsibilities around the house. So shout out to Josh for doing the laundry for me. I love you, baby. Tomorrow I have a very short early shift at work, and then I have to go home and be in bed fast because I have to be at work at 1 a.m. the day after tomorrow. So I probably won't stream until after that shit. Oh. I've finished my white herb requirements here. Golden herb. $87. I'm close to leveling. Herbalism, by the way, requires bare hands. When I first started the game on my main, you know, back in the day before there was a lot of the other stuff in like comprehensive tutorials and such. Okay, back to mandrakes. I was first introduced to sheep shearing, and they were like, here's a gathering knife. You use it to shear the sheep. And I saw that it says gathering knife, and was like, okay, I gather things with this, just in general. So then when I was trying to learn herbalism, I went out to find herbs and kept trying to hit them with the knife. Like, yeah, I cut them, right? Like, I snip these, and then I've gathered them with my knife, and it just would not let me interact with them with the knife. It took me like an entire like hour of fumbling to in like 2007 to realize that I needed to go barehanded. Like I don't know if that was just me being dumb or if they had set it up wrong, because like and whatever they had put in the game at that time has been superseded with a bunch of other things that will explain things for you. But I remember just fucking trying to hit leaves with a knife and failing to get leaves. And I was like, what the fuck? It's a gathering knife. Let me gather. But either way, I've always found this game incredibly cozy. It's just nice. I just genuinely have fun doing it. I try to keep Pepperspark as an always-on stream character, but there's a chance that if I have to do a bunch of these kinds of things over time, I might just come in one day and say, like, hey, I went and just harvested a bunch of herbs just so that I have the stuff. Nothing interesting happened. You don't have to worry that you missed anything. I might do that one day. For this and, like, chopping wood and shit. And if I ever want to fish, I'm definitely not going to stream the fishing. To mandrakes. You can immediately identify white herbs now. Okay, that's good. I mean, they're just called white herbs. $8.58. Yeah. As soon as I get one, there I go, one mandrake. I feel like that is a good time to stop. So I will come back another day in the future, but I don't know when. We will do some Arcana, and hopefully I remember to keep coming back and doing Arcana to get all 17 steps of the Arcana advancement mission thingy. And then we'll actually get, I'm thinking Elemental Knight, just the most basic, just it's warrior plus mage, just doing the basic stuff. But we'll come back and do that and somehow power level past my main character who's been in the game for like 20 years. Or I'll wander off and forget, or we'll stream something else. We don't know. So, thanks for watching. I think you're all great. Shout out to Josh. I'm going to end with a little bit of just this picture I drew. Again, that's my main, Elimina plus Mari. For anyone who doesn't know the lore, there used to be 3 servers. It was Mari, Tarlok, and Ruairi, who are characters in the game. They're NPCs. But those were the names of the servers, and over time, the game had so few players that they didn't have any reason to have 3 servers, so they merged them. And then when they did the merge, everyone who had duplicate names had plus and then the original server name added. So it's Elimina plus Mari. And it's like, okay, that's her name. That's her last name now. That is her surname. So Elimina plus Mari is my main. She's pissed off all the time. She likes to shear sheep. And then Pepperspark there is the new girl. She's young and happy and doesn't have years of resentment in her. Do you want to raid someone? I don't know anyone. I'm fine with whatever. Like, do you have someone you want to raid? I do not know how to do that, by the way. Is it like a chat command? Do I just type it in there? Because if you want me to raid someone, just fucking tell me what to type. Anyways, Pepperspark Lamium. Lamium is, I want to say, was that like the genus name for like mint? Like peppermint? Pepperspark Lamium. She's a weird green, not a goblin. Some sort of weird spirit thing. Christmas theme, but only vaguely. And she has fun. She likes to do things with people on stream. I have other art I want to draw all of their spirit weapon characters and maybe some of their pets. And there's our personal Blinid. I had used pet dyes on her so that she's not just Blinid. And her name is Dream Emerson. Just type /raid in chat. Want to raid a Mabby streamer or a friend? I don't know. I don't do raids. Tell me what you want me to do, because you're the one who suggested it, Josh. Is anyone you know streaming right now? Like, what would I do? Just type /raid. A raid browser comes up as a suggestion. Find some... Oh. Raid... Oblivious. Yeah. If Oblivious is doing something, then we should go watch her. Okay, let's see if I do it right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Oblivious's raid settings do not allow me to raid at this time. Sorry. It's probably either I'm not following her or I'm not verified or some shit. Hi, Thavis. I'm just gonna stop the stream. Everyone just go over to Oblivious VR because it's been typed into chat. Just that's the username. Say this is a fake raid or don't. And have a good night.